I must say that I'm greatly honored to have you back in our channel, ladies and gentlemen, and I salute you in a very special way. Azimio One Kenya Alliance has responded to Kimani Ichungwa and the Kenya Kwanza dialogue team. Barely a day after Kimani Ichungwa was breathing fire, accusing the Raila'S side of indecency and saying that they should not even dream of a nusumkate. The letter by Kimani Ichungwa was full of threats, intimidation, and there was no hope at all. And today, Kalonzo has taken Kimani Ichungwa head on, and his letter is a reverse psychology. I still maintain that these talks will not mature into any positive result. And if there is one person who understands that, it is Raila'S. If you read the letter, the spirit and the tone of this letter, you will realize that Raila'S and the Azimio fraternity are presenting themselves as people who have coiled their tail. But on further scrutiny, you will realize that they know very well that these talks are ending nowhere, and they are playing into what the Kenya Kwanza team may feel getting into their trap. I want us to go straight to this letter so that we see. It says, "Attention, Honorable Kimani Ichungwa, leader of the majority party in the National Assembly. Last week, the leaders of Azimio la Umoja, One Kenya Coalition Party, and Kenya Kwanza met. At the meeting, the two sides agreed to establish a committee to deliberate on the increasingly worrying state of our nation. In the last couple of days, both Azimio and Kenya Kwanza have named the parties to the envisaged talks. In light of the urgency of the issues, the anxiety of our people, in the interest of a speedy resolution to the issues afflicting our nation, we today extend an invitation to the Kenya Kwanza National Dialogue Team, the leader of the majority party in the National Assembly, and the designated leader of the Kenya Kwanza delegation for the initial joint meeting of both parties at the Serena Hotel, Nairobi on Monday, August 7th, 2023 at 11:30. We have taken this step because we believe time is of essence. While a lot of hard work will be needed to resolve the issues at hand, we believe a speedy start and a time-bound program is necessary to put the nation at ease. Consequently, we believe this process should come to an end at the close of August 2023. As a party, we believe that if all concerned show the courage and commitment, there is now a real chance that before the 1st of September, Kenya will be reunited. We remain committed to negotiating in good faith on the basis of a plan to achieve comprehensive settlement of the country's problems through a dialogue. Additionally, we attach utmost significance to the issues at hand. The formation of our delegation to the talks was therefore informed by the weight we attach to the issues. For purposes of continued clarity, we restate that our team is as follows: Honorable Stephen Kalonzo, delegation leader; Honorable James Opiyo Wandayi, the leader of the minority party; Honorable Eugene Wamalwa, party leader, DAP; Honorable Okongo Omogeni, Senator Nyamira; and Honorable Amina Mnyazi, MP Malindi. It does not end there, ladies and gentlemen. It continues to say, we further reiterate that the issues for discussion from our side remains as follows: the cost of living, audit of the 22 presidential election results, restructuring and reconstitution of the Independent Electoral and Boundary Commission, and related matters. measures to prevent interference with the political parties, outstanding constitutional matters, governance issues, adequate checks and balances, and the question of boundaries delimitation. As a party, we commit to respect the issues listed by Kenya Kwanza for the talks, which are as follows: the reconstitution of the IEBC Commission, implementation of 2/3 gender rule, entrenchment of Constituency Development Fund, establishment of entrenched of the office of the leader of the opposition, embedment of the office of the Prime Cabinet Secretary. Our initial discussions shall take cognizance of the already signed framework document during the bipartisan talks. We commend the constructive spirit and political will displayed so far. All of us now face historic responsibilities to bring about a just and lasting peace in Kenya. Signed there, a nice signature, His Excellency Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, EGHSC, Azimio la Umoja, One Kenya Coalition Party. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you this. The Azimio knows very well that these talks are heading nowhere. And it is because the talks were forced, compelled, coerced, and cajoled by the international community, the people who gave William Ruto his win. America, United Kingdom, the NATO group, those who wanted their interest to be championed by the Kenyan president, are the same people who are very quiet when the president unleashed terror on Azimio supporters on the streets and they were killed. They never said anything. Now when things got thicker, they have compelled, as they have always done, they have compelled them to talk. If you listen to the latest developments, William Ruto called a press conference and he highlighted how he's going to bring down the cost of living, reiterating his stand that to bring down the cost of living, you must subsidize production. And according to him, he has subsidized fertilizer from, I don't know, 3,000 or 7,000 to 2,500, something that the whole of Kenya Kwanza team is applauding. And if you look at the social media, that is the narrative they're running with. Number two, they're saying that they were elected, and so Azimio cannot start asking how they want to bring down the cost of living. They say it falls under their purview and it is their prerogative as a government to use their formula. They say if Azimio had won, they would have used their formula. But in this case, they should let William Ruto work with his manifesto. The fact that Kenyans are suffering notwithstanding. The other thing, ladies and gentlemen, if you listened to the letter and spirit of the statement of Kimani Ichungwa, it was one that was meant to intimidate, one that was meant to vex the Azimio fraternity so that they could fall into that trap and walk away. Because if you listen to them, Kimani Ichungwa was telling them, msitarajie nusu mkate. Those are strong sentiments to make sure that people get annoyed. He started by accusing them that Olusegun Obasanjo had requested that he is not mentioned anywhere. And Kimani Ichungwa said that now that Azimio is mentioning, Olusegun Obasanjo, it means that they are not respecting the spirit of their negotiations. Now look at what Azimio has done. In a very unique rebuttal, their tone of the letter is very reconciliatory and they are offering an olive branch. They have not accused Kimani Ichungwa and his team. And you see what they have done. When Kimani Ichungwa listed the 5 demands on what they feel or the agenda that they're going to talk about, look at what Azimio has done. They have said, we are taking cognizance of the fact that these are the demands of Kenya Kwanza and we are including them. They have also said that they are not forgetting, they are not diluting the fact that there were bipartisan talks and all of them will be grouped together. You will look for a way to accuse Azimio and you will never find. The Americans, the European Union will look for a loophole to accuse the Azimio they will never get. As if Azimio is getting into their trap, they are getting into Azimio's trap. Because these talks are going to fail. The reason why these talks are going to fail is one. Kimani Ichungwa copy-pasted a letter that William Ruto had written to the two houses, the Senate and the National Assembly, the CDF and Two-Thirds Gender Rule and the Office of the Opposition Leader, and all these things that he's talking about were written to the two speakers. And he's compelling them, forcing them to accept that this is what they are going to talk about. What is Azimio doing? They are saying, okay, bring it on. Come, baby, come. When these talks shall collapse, because these talks are dead on arrival, I repeat, you will look for something to blame Azimio you will never find. And so as we move on, we want to wait and see, because Azimio has manifested itself as a team that wants dialogue, wants peace, wants an amicable solution. Yesterday, when a journalist tried asking President William Ruto his thoughts on the ongoing talks, he said, wachana na hiyo, let's not go there. It's something he never wants to talk about. But let me tell you something. Whether you like it or not, there are only two ways. Either people will go back to the streets, you kill everyone if you want, or people must talk.